Hello and welcome to what episode is it now? 5, I think. Yeah,
Five or
5.
six.
Welcome to episode. No, 5. Yeah, it is 5.
Okay.
No, yeah, because 3 parts for part 1 and then
Hello, I'm back.
1 part for this. Yeah, part 5. The Turnabout Curtain.
Ooh.
And we just learned that Godot's gonna be back, so instead of going to the kitchen,
Well, obviously, assuming
we're going to the hospital.
Right? We can't just assume go straight out the bat. Yeah, goggles, man. Yeah, that implies a lot, but I was thinking of going to the kitchen first, but yeah, you're right. This should be where we start off. Yeah, no
June
time. Get her
29th,
anytime.
General Hospital.
Oh, thank God, it isn't Hickfield.
Hallway.
Thank God, it isn't Hickfield.
So, why are we just standing out in the hallway like this? I thought we were looking for the prosecutor. Can we go to Miss Pike's room? No need. I believe you can guess my next question, because he's probably expecting us. After all, why would the good detective just casually mention what the prosecutor was doing? Unless you told him to do so? Right. Goggle Man.
There's
No
chance. No way.
Ah! Good to see you still got something in that head of yours. Right. Long time no see, Mr. Armando. Just to get down. Since I couldn't quite get the hair dye to work, I figured, why not? Well, mainly because of what the name brings.
Yeah, the theme.
I mean, you're not just any prosecutor anymore.
Yeah, he's a Blackwell kind of
Guess
guy now.
not. But then again, was I ever?
True.
Good point. Diego Armando, also known as Godot. I never really thought I'd ever get the chance to talk to him face to face. So that case came to a close.
Hey, you finally
But
know
I should have
what
known that he
that
was too tired of sleeping to just rot away in a cell. During the circumstances of his crime, he was eventually decided that he would be fit to return into society.
Honestly, I don't blame him.
Decided by me, which after some work turned into decided by Edgeworth.
Nice.
Don't you just love bureaucracy?
Yeah.
He's forced to work under certain conditions, of course.
I think about it, I only have one voice now because you have Phoenix. Can I check Phoenix
No,
back?
we're gonna swap. Sure. I might be out on parole, but there are murderers in that office of mine that will probably never do so much. As here's how cold those prison cell beds are.
I did say you could come work for me. Right, because he used to be defense.
Difference of opinions, right? It breaks even the best of partnerships.
Is this because of that time I asked if wearing a red suit makes me invisible?
It's a good question! Good to see your sense of humor's gotten even worse. This the girl? Yeah. Where you steal her from, Trite? She looks nothing like you. Burning orphanage, essentially. Classic Trite. I take it you haven't come here for a family reunion, though.
You
made
a part of the family. You take correctly.
Yeah, look at all the fun parts out of the way, I hope. Fun is an interesting choice of words there. You're good, kitten. Well, no matter how I word it. The case seems right up your alley, Trite. Unfortunately. So I figured, why not make your life even harder? And tell you that I saved the best for last. Fantastic then. Missing the motive. Godot,
No,
you're
not.
investigating. You're a terrible Godot. So, how's life? From what I've heard, better than yours.
Ouch.
To be fair, I know pretty much nothing about this man, and I'm inclined to agree with him.
Thank you, oh loyal daughter.
Nothing to do with loyalty, old man. I'm not old!
I'm not old! At this point, I'll hit a midlife crisis, Drucy.
You're not successful to realize. You're not successful enough to reevaluate your life. Okay, yeah, you got me.
Oh, yeah, you got me. I'm miserable.
Aw, I'm just kidding, Daddy. My heart is already broken, Jersey.
Nothing you can do, nothing you do can ever fix it anymore.
Don't worry, guys. You got it eventually. I like some ice cream on our way back.
Did I mention how much I loved you again?
Sorry, what were we talking about?
About?
Nothing important. Don't you worry about it. Come a long way, Trite. Better not screw it up.
Ooh, Godot's thoughts. That's cool. So what have you found out?
Well, you already know why I'm here. Mike's case is a very strong motive. Why? Just because he couldn't stop thinking about
Because
it?
of the stupid vase?
But it's also a good way to dig up more on the info. On the info? On the info of the victim. We're gonna stop here to try to talk to her friends and family and find out what Pike was made of lure.
So you wanted to establish Lure's character through Pike's investigation?
Or lack thereof, in this case. I have to say, I don't think Twin Peaks knew what she was getting. What?
Oh, Apollo.
Oh, okay. Twin Peaks knew what he was turning into.
That's
an interesting name for Apollo.
Twin Peaks, nice.
Apparently, after just one visit to Mansion, Pike's behavior changed. She stopped talking with everyone closest to her. Started working late, too. Something she'd never done before, apparently. Her friends are sure she became completely focused on her investigation. That kid really wanted to glue down, it seems. Guess she just rubbed people the wrong way.
We're gonna suggest that Apollo killed her because she wasn't charismatic?
No, trite. This is just the icing on the cake, really. Another thing this little trip has established is that Twin Peaks got in touch with Pike's family and spoke to them on a regular basis. Just to prove his obsession with the case. But that's only one of your possible motives, right?
Combine all of them,
mentioned you had several. Motive. He mentioned that, did he?
He seemed to imply that there was some other connection between Lure and Apollo.
We're still looking into it.
Could that be what Apollo's been keeping from me?
Excuse me, Magatama, you're not doing your job. Please tell us about it, Mr. Godot. Sorry, kitten. But I can't show you all my cards this early, can I?
Sure you can. We wouldn't object to it.
I'd suggest talking to your client about it. If he hasn't told you, then it's all the more reason to suspect them.
I'm sure it's a misunderstanding of some kind. You wouldn't keep something that important from me.
He clearly has and will. Ha! Denial at its best.
Apollo isn't a murderer.
I never thought myself as one either. But sometimes we've got no other choice but to play with the cards fate dealt us.
We can always fold.
No, trite. We can't. Not always.
Cards.
In the end, though, the motive is only a piece of the puzzle. That alone won't send your client away. But the rest of the evidence will. I'm well aware of that. One of the things that doesn't make sense to me in all this, though, is your story, trite. Not just a story,
yeah,
we're changing lives.
Godot would hear of his knocking out.
I know you well enough that you wouldn't lie to cover for Twin Peaks. I'm not lying. I just said I know that. But you have to understand why it's hard for me to believe your Mr. Hyde exists at all.
I'll prove it to you.
Be my guest, trite. But keep in mind, I'll also be obliged to show my own evidence. Evidence that makes your story beyond questionable.
Your evidence will have nothing on my evidence. Okay.
Oh gee, you guys are such sweet talkers.
Present some evidence.
Maybe we present Twin Peaks. I bet he never imagined himself on the other end of that glass, eh?
He's a killer, like you say. He must have.
Oh, that's it.
Autopsy.
It's like a dough. 41!
I still can't believe they haven't invented new goggles for you.
Never asked for a new model. Isn't that a bit inconvenient?
Isn't that a bit inconvenient?
But they tell you the same thing when talking about your hairstyle, right?
Low blow.
So was talking about the goggles.
Well, excuse me,
princess. Master Key, what?
Master Key.
Hide. What do you make of this? Sorry, but can't help you with that. You're better off asking Diala.
Thanks, Mr. Armando.
Key?
Master Key. What do you make of this? God. What do you make of this, dumbass? What do you make of this? You like this rock?
back from the dead, eh?
Something like that, I guess.
We'll see if you've still got what it takes.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. We can tell ourselves that all we want, but times changes everything. Damn, okay, Mr. Philosophical. Anyways, back to the kitchen, guys. Sorry to take a 10-minute detour.
And it's still starting to storm.
Oh, that was the wrong place.
Hey, Trucy.
Oh, it doesn't say we're done at the hospital. Oh, wait, yeah, we didn't examine, did we?
I don't think we need... Which room is the bro in? Probably that one on the right. Nope. Nothing here.
Shut up.
Nothing here.
Actually, I should probably look for the check button to show up.
Yo,
Okay,
nothing here.
Nothing here.
Nothing here.
Send.
What do you think of this?
How about Trissy, right?
Oh.
Don't you know it's rude to talk about someone who's still in the room? Okay then.
Talk about himself. Ba-bum.
He's still somewhere in the mansion. He seemed pretty upset over what happened.
I figured as much.
I've heard he's pretty good. Kept his head down and worked hard. You might learn something from him, right?
Nah, I'd rather just be reckless and irresponsible.
True. Mood. That's everyone, so I guess we're done here.
Time to move. Out. Probably have... Oh, yeah, we have to go to the kitchen.
Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, there we go. Check
Downstairs hallway. Downstairs hallway. Downstairs hallway.
And then we go to kitchen.
Hey, big man. Alright, kitchen.
Kitchen. Yeah! Whoa, that's extremely basic for a kitchen.
That is a basic
mansion.
kitchen for this mansion. Looks like something out of Animal Crossing. There's
There's
nobody
nobody
here.
here. Were you expecting someone?
Not really. I was just hoping that I'd maybe get something useful out of here.
Well, you can actually eat, like Mr. Tiala suggested.
I'm not hungry. Even though we came...
Daddy, what did we say about lying to me?
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. No, you won't. Now, when you fall unconscious, I won't carry you to the hospital.
You did it last time, just fine.
Wait, when was that? That's friggin' 4-3, isn't it? 4-2, isn't it?
That or this morning?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I was in a good mood. Guess what? I'm not in a good mood today. Rats. Rats! There's a door. Wait, what?
There's a door here leading to outside.
I thought it was the mat.
I wonder.
Where's
the door?
I'm not seeing a door here, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nothing really interesting here.
Wait, are we gonna go to the back? Oh, we are.
Oh.
Back door.
To move through the door that we can't even see.
Oh, what in the hell?
What a great view! Poor mansion outside. There don't seem to be any policemen outside here. This gives me an idea.
Daddy, you're making your I'm gonna do something stupid face.
Trucy, I'm gonna do something incredibly stupid.
Joy.
Yay! I need you to give
Wait,
me a...
what?
What? I need you to give me a boost.
What?
Don't worry, I'm not that heavy.
You're a 36-year-old man who's
Thanks,
been practically... Okay. But why would you...
So they happen to leave a window unlocked. You can sneak in and get to the crime scene.
Why? Are you trying to get arrested? You're
Yeah,
right,
that
is incredibly stupid.
The only time they'll let us do it is when they finish searching. This place is huge, Trucy. Who knows when they'll be done? This is our best bet to gather as many clues as possible. If we want to win, we have to be one step ahead of them. Is that why the camera's pointed up? Otherwise, we'll always know just as much as they do.
And we both know that's not enough, Truzy.
We both know that's not enough.
Why does it give you a boost, though? Because you're not...
Because I don't want you to go to jail if you get caught.
Okay, yeah, you've got a point. Just be fast. I will. 1, 2, 3! Oh, this one's locked.
Okay. I'm back.
This one's locked. This one too.
This one too.
Daddy! Hold on!
You can
You can do it! Hurry up! Well, what do you know?
This one isn't
This
fully
one
closed.
is fully closed.
And by
And
the
by the looks of it, there's
Okay, I
on
got
one. Wait for me in the kitchen.
Put me in the kitchen.
Just be careful, Daddy. My arms are really hurting. When aren't I?
Well, aren't I?
Always? So real. There really is
There is
such a thing as luck.
luck. That Edra voice for a minute. Not only did I find an unlocked window, but an unlocked window leading to...
Oh.
How convenient!
Alright, so this isn't
I
the same
guarantee
room.
it was the police who opened this. Crime scene.
Okay.
Ta-da! I better be fast, though. You never know when that luck will run out. Is there anything the police might have overlooked? Or maybe something that can point me to an alternative chain of events?
Oh, we can't even move. So sad.
That's fine, we get it. Let's see if the Tooth Fairy left anything for me. The Tooth... Really? The Tooth Fairy? Huh?
Wait,
Don't
what?
say, oh god, the Tooth Fairy left something. It's a note of some kind.
What does it say?
Hello, spiky-haired individual climbed through the window I left open. Thanks, Tiala! Thanks, Tiala!
Whoa.
Keep it down. The door will hear you. That'll be pretty bad, you know. But that'll be pretty bad, you know.
Who in the...
Now, I don't know if you remember, but I owe you one. Oh, wait,
Who?
this hide? So I'll throw you a bone. There's a reason why we're pretty convinced Oh, nope, it's Godot.
Oh, Godot.
It's obvious
Not just because of the blatantly obvious pieces of evidence. I mean, who cares about those? There's also the fact that the entirety of the mansion grounds is surrounded by secretly placed video cameras.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was surprised too. Went through all the footage and realized that
Godot's just reading his
Twin
mind.
Peaks is the only person that entered the mansion at the time of the crime. We saw nobody suspicious. That shouldn't have been there in the time leading up to that. Same with leaving. No one suspicious did. To put all that together, and there's no possibility for anyone else to have snuck in. Especially that you're Mr. Hyde. Great news, right? Another thing you're probably wondering is, why are they so sure Miss Kate didn't do it? Well, you'll just have to come and talk to me if you want to scoop on that. Yours truly. You'll figure it out. Yes, you're lucky there are no cameras in the mansion itself. PPS, yes, you were caught on camera climbing in. Don't worry. It's just so you owe me one now, eh? Well...
Well... well, shit. Strange memo. Wait, that's evidence?
Wait, what? I'm not sure what Miss Lord had done to deserve this. What didn't she do? No.
No, nobody deserves to die like this.
Okay, I also wouldn't say
True
that.
culprit. If not for your sake, then for Apollo's. I won't get away with this.
I'm starting to think Hyde was just a figment of my imagination. Laura's work desk, from what I can gather.
Yeah, okay, hold on, sorry.
Most of the stuff here seems, well, irrelevant. Legal stuff. Bunch of mystery novels. There's a lot of those, actually. He must have really enjoyed those. This seems interesting. It's a journal. Wait, what?
Journal page. Looks like
Whoever
whoever
wrote
wrote
this was in a hurry. Oh no. I can't sleep. Again. Every time I try to close my eyes, it's worse. Torturing me. Oh my god. That thing! It's in my head. Deep down I know it's all in my head!
What?
But I can't escape it! It's calling for me! I can't run away! Was it really all in my head? Last night I heard footsteps coming down the hallway. Delia swears it wasn't her. And I watched her lock all the doors. How could it have... No. I'm not losing my mind. I'm not losing my mind! Did Laura write this? If yes, what was she talking about? Who was she so afraid of? Hobbs. I'm sticking with it. It's everything I'll find in here. Learned a few things. And yet I'm more confused than I was before. Agreed. Great going there, Phoenix.
Good job, Phoenix.
Just before I get out of here while I still can.
Yep. Jump out the window.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2,
jump!
Make sure you close the window, you idiot!
June 29, Lore Mansion Kitchen. So, how'd it go? Not as well as you expect. By which I mean things aren't really looking that well for us. He is still my best suspect. Got the opportunity and the means. Both to knock me out and kill Miss Lore. There's something telling me they have a very good reason for not suspecting her. Damn it! This is not as simple as I expected it would be. I need to speak with that woman. That woman? What? Why the police think she's innocent? And I can either focus on disproving it, or shift my thinking around and figure out a way for a third party to exist.
Alright, I'm back. Okay. Oh, the dun da 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 da. Is this hide? I swear to God. Well, this is a surprise. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth. Baby. What?
What?
What can I do for you?
I gotta do it. You can stop by never calling me baby again.
Okay. I was about to say. Aww, it's my favorite chief prosecutor, a bit cranky today. Daddy, you really shouldn't talk to Uncle Edgeworth that way. You have a point. You called for me, Your Highness?
I heard about what happened with Justice.
Oh yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Turning you had to appoint someone to his case. Yeah, not exactly a shocker. Daddy? Anyway, I've got it under control.
Can tell when you're bluffing, right?
When I become so predictable?
Since 1-2. Regardless, I trust you'll manage somehow. It might be your first case back, but I'm sure you'll do as well as ever. Provided that the judge doesn't kick you out for your attitude.
You really think good old Graham's gonna kick him out?
However, that isn't the reason I'm calling.
Huh?
Recently found out that someone has been going through your old case file. Huh?
Hobbs. So, people do that all the time. They want to learn from the best and whatnot.
Except that the person
Hobbs.
that went through them seems to be a police officer. Ooh.
Hobbs.
Okay. And it's the case file
after
your disbarment.
Wait, what? What cases then?
Wait, after this bar 4-1! That's it! Specifically the
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, 4-1! Specifically
it's
the
Hobbs. Shady Smith, you say?
Trucy's dad. Yes, that one. Right, I can feel you sweating through the phone. The humidity is transceiving. Right?
I'm sorry, who did you say went through the case file?
I don't know. I couldn't get the badge number without sounding suspicious.
I see. It's Hobbs. Right. Right, why are you so nervous? People are already aware that
People were aware that
was...
Shady Smith was... Something you haven't told me, is there?
What do I hide?
Well,
Listen, I'm gonna need a favor here. Could you find out who it was that took those files out? I'd really appreciate it.
this better not turn to a mess, Mr. Bright.
Don't worry, it won't. I promise.
It'll turn into a mess.
You know me so well, Edgeworth.
He knows him so well.
And you don't call them lovers. What now? Oh, nothing. It's all under control. Relax. It's no big deal. Can't be a big deal. Not now. Anyways, back to the hospital, right? Because you need to ask. As he said, we have to show him that paper. Well, I'm guessing we have to show him that paper, I'm guessing. Got your message, by the way. Yeah, that's getting word, you know. I always do appreciate it when you think of me. So it must have been hard, learning about the bad news. I'd depend on the nature of the footage. Why don't you take a look for yourself? Oh, that's not good. Here.
Great one, Apollo.
He looks like an NPC.
Yes. He just spawned in.
That's Apollo? Well, you can't really see his face. Oh. Well.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
There's... What are you... Why isn't Miss Gates considered a suspect? I understand that there are things that point more to Apollo, but you can't just ignore the fact that she was the only person there. And we haven't. But the thing is, it simply isn't possible for her to have done it. The camera footage plays a big part in that. You read the autopsy report yet? I have. Contrary to popular belief, stabbing someone 37 times causes a lot of blood loss. It also causes a lot of blood to be sprayed. Now Twin Peaks was covered in her blood, which makes sense if he was the culprit. However, in Miss Gates' case, I couldn't find a single article of clothing in that mansion of the amount that would have come from the stabbing. Miss Gates or otherwise. And no, she couldn't have just slew her from behind and stabbed her 37 times in the chest. She could have gotten rid of her clothes somehow. That's where the camera footage comes in. She would have been caught doing that. Surprise, surprise, it didn't show in. Now when he checked, it didn't step outside the mansion that night. And did she have, like, attacked Miss Laura naked? We considered that too. So we did some luminol testing around the bathroom. We certainly had any areas she could wash the blood away. Guess what? Not a speck. There could have been other ways to dispose of the bloody clothes. Sure, she could have ripped them up and flushed them down the drain. But we checked that too. And nothing. And well, it's possible that it just so happened not even a scrap was left behind in the pipes. How do you intend to prove that? Especially with all the evidence pointing to Twin Peaks. Sorry, Trite. But you'll have to cross her off the list. You won't! There's gotta be some trick she used! I'm looking forward to hearing what it could have been, Trite. I'm not sure what to think anymore. Okay, hold on. What if someone snuck into the mansion before the cameras were set up? And has secretly been living there? You're a creative one. They would have been caught. Either by cameras or if they attempt to leave at any point. or by the police if they'd continue hiding after the murder. I see. Thanks for the information. I told you. I saved the best for last. Essentially. If you assume Apollo is guilty, then the crime is obvious. If you assume he's innocent, the crime becomes impossible. Meaning that we're screwed. I think this is all I'm going to learn from Mr. Armando. Damn it. She's not holding up well. Ah. Okay. What do I do now? I'm gonna wait. This. Hmm. Huh. What haven't I finished? I think the last time I was here, I was hungry. I was dead, and Apollo wasn't even in jail. Well, if nothing else, I'm still hungry. What haven't I done? Huh. Over here. We'll be back in a second. Alright. Alright. What do you want? I don't know what to do. What now? What do you think we should do, Tracy? I need to know. I don't see one either. What do you make of all this so far? Hey, you're looking so good for Polly! I mean, you'll find something that please him. That's the spirit. Detention center? Oh. I'm running out of ideas. I like present Hobbs to not Hobbs, Hyde to this guy. That's not present. Oh yes, your Hyde story. It's not just a story. You can keep saying it, but it doesn't mean it's true. After all, you're the only one who actually saw the guy. I didn't lock myself in that room. That's you and that's your Mr. Justice's version. This is the defendant and yours attorney. And since there's nobody else to confirm your story, I can only assume you're trying to cover up for your friend. Which, while noble, isn't exactly the best idea. But he has a gash on his head! Which you can't prove was given in this mansion. Wait, what do you mean, nobody else? His gate was there, too. Why didn't I think of it sooner? You should have backed my entire story. Didn't mention anything about it. But, sorry. But, that makes no sense! Why would she? This case is seemingly more suspicious by the minute. Look, we're willing to give you the benefit of the doubt that your head is still woozy. Maybe a piano hit you while you were going down the street or something. And now you're believing whatever you want to believe. But that's not what happened! For his sake, I hope it is. Because not only is there no evidence suggesting a Mr. Hyde was even here, there's actually evidence against it. It's talking about the cameras. No, but I know what happened to me. Does all of this mean that Miss Gates is Hyde? But that makes... they seem pretty sure she's above suspicion. What the hell is going on here? Oh, no. I don't really know what to do. What do? Oh? Oh? June 29, right? Anything agency. Are you... I'm fine. You're not the only one with the ability to detect lies, you know. I mean, they call me an ace attorney for a reason. I said I'm fine! Trying to talk about it won't change anything. You want some help? Let's find the culprit! Right. I'm not a kid anymore. Don't cry in the corner. Things are looking bad, sure, but we'll run away. We always do, right? You bet. Oh man. I'm not sure. Wait, what? I'm not sure what I stumbled onto here. Huh? Who? Hobbs. You son of a bitch. Should I come back later? I'm sorry, but I'm closed for today, sir. Oh, I see. Sorry. When can I come back? Depends. What can we do for you? Oh, I'm not a client. I'm just looking for Mr. Justice. Huh? What business might you have with him? Ah, that. You called me last week, and you said you wanted to talk. I also said I could drop by whenever, so I just figured that... Look, maybe you mentioned me. Name's... Hobbs. Dorian Hobbs. Hobbs? I heard that name before. You're the one who got away. Something like that, I guess. I suppose you must be Mr. Phoenix, right? One and only. Please, Mr. Hobbs, take a seat. This is actually excellent timing. Huh? But I thought you said... Oh, never mind the girl. She doesn't even work here. Did Mr. Justice say what he wanted to talk to you about? I think you can guess. True. But what can I can't guess is why you actually agree to do so. Excuse me for a second. Anyway, Miss Faye... what? 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 Miss Faye, I'm glad you were satisfied with her services. Oh, but of course, Mr. Wright. Truly, the Wright Anything Agency is a prestigious name. In fact, I might just bring a few friends over next time. Well, I can assure you that we'll be tracking your progress. Oh, and why would you do that? Well, the company is a device at your service. So we should be able to come to you at any time. You are tracking? How will you do that? The GPS or something? It's silly, Miss Faye. Sure, we stalk our clients, but we're far more modern than that. My dear, wherever shall we hide from you? Sorry, but we know the city is like the back of our hand. What are they talking about? Alright, Gil, can I just use your bathroom real quick? Naturally, Miss Faye. Hey, right, where were we? Sorry, I'm afraid I'm a bit busy. How long will this take for Mr. Justice to get here exactly? About that. There's been a bit of a change in plans. Oh, Mr. Justice is currently busy with something, so he's informed me of the situation and asked if I could speak to you on his behalf. I see. Except you weren't sure on why I came in here after introducing myself. I was just making sure there weren't any misunderstandings. This happened more often than you think. Well, whatever. I'm fine either way. If I get him off my back, I won't complain. At least I'm hoping it will. I don't want to talk about that woman, you know. I understand. He doesn't seem aware of what happened. That, or he's really good at playing dumb. I have to check. None of this is going to the police, is it? The end of the year, considering you're an officer, supposedly. If it did, do you think I'd tell you? It's not. Alright, then. What do you want to know? Well, told me how exactly he got you to come over here. I mean, if I were you, I probably wouldn't even bother with something like this. You're trying to get me to leave already. No. But I'm just too curious for my own good. You and Mr. Justice both. Not sure if I should not applaud him or despise him. Why would you despise him? Because he hasn't left me much of a choice here. For the past week, all I've been getting are voice messages from him. Mr. Hobbs, Mr. Justice! Mr. Hobbs, if I could have a minute of your time! Mr. Hobbs, can I drive you to madness? See. I'm going to call the cops, but... At the handstone, gets pretty good at guilt tripping. Mike's family! I may have caused the true culprit to get away! I want to see justice served! I couldn't take it anymore! So under the condition that he never shares what I have to say to anyone, I figured we'd be golden. It's quite a risk. Just talking to a complete stranger about something like that, I mean. Good point. Why did I come here again? Wait, I didn't mean that. Relax, I'm not going. Even if I probably should. But it doesn't matter. I lost the game. There's no point to it anymore. Game? I guess I'll just have to trust you, Mr. Right. I guess you will. Where did I hear that phrase before? The game. So I don't remember. I suppose I might look at obvious out of the way. Why did you leave the trial? I'm getting tired of hearing that question, to be honest. What my fuck, you did it? If you were to ask my superiors, I had an urgent personal matter to take care of. I don't recall asking you, though. The answer would be essentially the same. That the personal matter was keeping my job. What do you mean by that? Come on, don't act like you can't figure it out. You have to hold thing up. It's almost like he's proud of it. Don't look at me like that. We're trying to get an innocent person convicted of attempted murder. How am I supposed to look at you? Innocent? Interesting choice of words. Andrea Lore's far from innocent. In this case, she was. And your testimony would have caught the true culprit behind this Pike's attack. Just get away. Assuming you're not the true culprit, at least. I know. And I agree with what happened to Miss Spikes was terrible. But I did what I did for a reason. What exactly did you do? I went through the police records and picked up a case I thought would make the most sense to have Andrea as the culprit. From a jury's standpoint, at least. Did you even witness anything? Of course not. What are the chances of that actually happening? Me walking down the street and seeing an enemy of Andrea's attacked by her? Me, who just happened to know Andrea personally, too. Please. You had a grudge against her, right? Why did the police, I never find your testimony suspicious? There's a couple of reasons. One is that I'm an officer myself. Score one for Miss Lore's paranoia, I guess. The prosecutor also found it believable enough for the jury. That, and Miss Andrea never actually revealed that we knew each other. I didn't either, of course. Strange. Why wouldn't she do that? I knew she wouldn't. She was far too prideful to go back on her promise that day. Promise? Anyway, the plan itself fell apart, as you know. Well, you did end up making the most of it, I'll give you that. What did you find out about, though? Find out what? That Miss Lore had an alibi on the night of the crime. That's what caused you to run away, right? Neither the police nor the prosecution seemed to be aware of it. Of course they weren't. It's probably invented after the fact. I mean, honestly, her having guests on that night of all nights? Sounds a lot like what Bella was saying last night. Doesn't answer my question, though. How did you know about it? Simple enough. Andrea told me. Oh? With the trial, she walks into the prosecution in the lobby and told me that I'll be proven a liar on the stand. He doesn't go into details, but I know her well enough to know she isn't bluffing, so I leave. I was only when Mr. Justin confronted me about it that I discovered just what she meant. In a weird way, she helped me dodge a bullet. I imagine it didn't completely fit. Well, it hit it with marks. It's the prosecution's case to fall apart. Naturally, I was forced to take a leave of absence until the case was out of the public's memory. I'm still on it, actually. A small price to pay, though. Not compared to what would have happened had I actually testified. You can imagine. That's one mystery solved, I guess. Honestly, this guy's charming as a pile of bricks so far, but you gotta keep it on Island, Phoenix. It has to know something you can use. Why do all this? It can't just be because of some grudge. Why not? I've seen people killed for a lot less. I imagine you have too. People do stupid things, it happens. You think your plan was stupid? In retrospect, incredibly. I should have just killed her and been done with it. I'm not sure that would have been the wise thing to do either. Maybe not. But it would have been something. Because then she would have been paid. Why do you hate her so much? Same reason everyone else, I guess? It's a manipulative, lying, cheating bitch. It's the one who doesn't see right or wrong. It's the one who sees people as nothing more than tools. Someone who tricks people for the sake of hurting others. And for no reason other than proving some sort of twisted point. What I did, what I would have done was bad, sure. Miss Pike didn't deserve to be a part of it all. But if it stopped Andrea, then I could have lived with it just fine. Mrs. Pike's true attacker would have too, you bastard. What exactly did she do to you, Mr. Hobbs? Let me tell you a story, Mr. Vite. One time, during a trial, this was way before I met her. I think she was in her mid-30s or something. A man, a lunatic on the stand in front of the great Andrea Lowe, said to her, "It's impossible to get away with murder, you fool. You'd understand what it was like if you were in my shoes." Or something like that. He looked at him and said, "You're wrong." Do you know what happened 2 days later? She shot and killed her husband. Went to self-defense. The police believed her. All evidence pointed to it after all. She got the mansion and the money from the poor staff's life insurance policy. A few days later, she paid a visit to that lunatic from the trial in his cell, and she told him I was right. You want to know how I know that story? She told me. It was during our very first conversation, in fact. I didn't take any of it seriously, honestly. I thought it was just some weird sense of humor, you know? I didn't know what she was really like at the time. But I should have realized it. I should have been smarter. I wasn't, though, and I eventually became her friend. Or at least I thought I did. I stuck by her for years! I'm not sure what that... Tell me, Mr. Wright. What do you think a friend is? Well, see, when asked that question, a normal person would say something like, someone I trust and rely on. Right? That's what you would have said, right? Of course it is, because you're a normal person. You're just like me. In fact, that's the answer I gave when Andrea first asked me that. I remember it now. We were chatting in that lounge of hers, and she just brought it up out of nowhere. I didn't think much of it and gave her that. So they came to mind. And what did she respond with? You're wrong. And that's all she said. Andrea Laura is a person that would do anything to prove a point. Anything. If she had to give every bit of her flesh to do so, she would. And what she did. To prove that I was wrong. That I was wrong. It's a stupid thing I said in just a casual chit-chat. I will never forgive. Never forgive her for what she did to me. Had I known it was just a sick, twisted game, I would have never done what I did. She tricked me. Just change the topic. Right. Sure. I don't think I'll be able to get much more than that. But listening to this, I can't tell if he's exaggerating or actually telling the truth. Just what kind of person was Andrea Lore? What can you tell me about Miss Lore? I don't mean in terms of personality. Pretty sure I've got the basic gist at that point. Rather than, what can you tell me about her life in general, in terms of her past? Why would you think I'd know anything about that? I mean, I thought you were a friend for years. Again, friend is debatable, but she never likes actually talking about herself. Most of her conversations came down to philosophizing. Did you ever get curious? Of course I did. That's why I eventually did decide to look into it. Fortunately, I never found out much. Best I can tell you is that her grandfather one of the leaders of Icarus. Icarus? Yeah, not surprising you don't know the name. It's a cult back in the 80s, if I remember correctly. It attracted a lot of attention, advertised the usual eternal life having its community. Interesting. Not really. A lot of people agree it was a scam. First, at least. Rumor has it that the old man in charge went crazy at some point and started to believe his own lies. Children left him and his compound to fellow nuts. Children, of course, included Andrea and Verity's parents. Verity? Where have I heard that before? The clan eventually fell apart once their grandfather was arrested for something. Forget. I'm sure it was taxes, though. I see. Wait, who's Verity? Sorry, what? You just said Andrea and Verity's parents. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. I don't believe so. I know what I heard! You think you know what you had? Well, I think I'll be heading out now, Mr. Wright. Wait, hold on a sec. Tell you everything I know, I assure you. Well, look, for this cult stuff, I'm just going off from memory here. With the whole story, just look up Jeremiah Hyde. Hyde? That was the name of the grandfather. Aside from that, I have nothing more to discuss. Please don't talk to me again. Did you? Yep, tracker's on his back. And we got a signal. Best birthday gift Francisca ever gave me. So I take it we're stalking this guy because he's a possible person of interest for now. After all, we still don't know how an outsider even approached the mansion. One of the things I eventually realized during my long time of piano playing is that it's always good to know exactly where everyone is. Sometimes where someone goes can be a major clue all on its own. But generally, it's just kind of stalking. Everyone has something to hide, after all. By the way, I know you said that we wouldn't tell anyone what Mr. Hobbs told you, but I figured you wouldn't want an arguable Bakura. At least I was just get away, so... Ta-da! Recorded it all? Every last word. See it as his father. Tracy's right. I won't just let him walk away. Weird, though. He incriminated himself without so much as batting an eye. Could have been as simple as Apollo making him feel bad. Well, nothing he said actually brought the case closer to its resolution. Ugh. Why is the attack on Miss Pike a complete and total mess? Why is everything about this case like that, actually? I want to follow Dorian. And on that note, I believe we shall be ending episode 5. I think. I forget. But I will be seeing you next week, where we will be following Dorian. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will be seeing you guys next week, 3 p.m. EST. You know the shebang. Woo-bye.